Hello everyone, this is Arafel. I'm playing the Magical Breaker Korona 2 bonus game, the DanDan Dungeon Daibouken. Great on and on dungeon adventure. We are in floor 8. Supposedly the lowest floor of the dungeon. There is another extra floor after this, but for now, we have Noel herself, the Demon Lord. Supposedly the final boss. There's an extra final boss, of course. And I've been doing a little grinding ahead of time to try and get a few more levels in to... Yeah, I really want to finish this out today so I can have December for... Go back to Danmaku stuff for my little Danmaku December thing. Plus, next week I'm going to be at PAX Unplugged, so nothing then. Anyway, Korona has reached level 55. Yuka level 54, Hoya level 52, and Belzebuth level 51. You notice she still does not have her 5th and final skill. That I looked into, and it's a little more complicated than I thought. I will explain it if I get a chance to use it, which hoping I probably will, because I do have equipment set up such that it's fairly likely a chance will come up. Anyway, on this floor we have Freddy, reference to Freddie Mercury. We've seen both of his drops before, the life-size cardboard cutout and the microphone. We have Lorelei, a siren type, which drops octopus sushi and a catsuit. We have the Basilisk, which drops an anti-stone, and I've managed to get its rare drop during grinding. This is a Flamberge, a two-handed sword and one of the game's more powerful weapons. And the Graboids. They drop Shrimp Sushi, and we've gotten their rare drop as well, the Walther P38. That would be a handgun. So if I go into the item information here, the Walther P38, Playa, Njal, Belzebuth, Rhyme, and Crom can use it. 75 attack power, which is good. It's not great. The laser blade I found that only Belzebuth and Playa can use is 80. But 75 still, that's, I think... Yeah, that's one of the strongest one-handed weapons I have. The Makita Sad's dagger here. Makita Sad's Delight, I think it was called. Also 75 attack, plus 20 speed, but fewer people can use it, and there is only one of them. These you can hypothetically get infinitely, being an enemy drop, and the Flamberge was... There it is. Njal, Rhyme, and Crom can use that. That's 100 attack power. I compare it to the other two-handed weapons, the Starblade Andromeda, which we got as a bonus thing on the 1-4, and there's only one of is 90. The only stronger weapon I have at the moment is this Turkargan Spear. There's only one of those. I'm sticking that on play and sticking to that because I think it's the most powerful attack power weapon she can use, and that really helps with her physical attacks. It gives a spirit bonus, which helps with her thunder attacks, and it gives an MP bonus, which helps with her recharging. Oh, and also this weapon, but this weapon is special, the Black Demon Sword Osiris. That is Korona's weapon, the Sentient Magic Sword. It doesn't tell you here how strong it is, but if I check on the status screen, yeah, currently 112 attack power. That's double Korona's level plus 2. So every time Korona gains a level, her weapon gains 2 attack power, in addition to how much attack power she gains herself. Anyway, the plan for this session is to beat Noel. But I think what I'm going to do first is just go around, run into all the non-random encounters, then head back to the save point, maybe get another level or 2 in the process, and then go give it a shot. As you can see, with the levels and equipment where they are and using the proper skills, normal encounters here are generally not much of an issue. The biggest problem I have is if people start getting hit with status effects, and most of the party is immune to most of the status effects we're going to run into here. The other annoyances, if anything, dodges. These are the most prone to, but they did not this time. Pretty much all the corners of the main rooms will have something in 3 out of 4 corners. The 4th had a treasure chest, which is not then replaced with a fixed encounter. And Yuka's defense is still astronomical. While everyone else is taking like 70 to 100 damage, she's like 5. Yeah, this was the corner that had the chest. 2 more Lorelei. Let's just use a Voltic Blade, the single target skill, to conserve some MP. Yeah, they can hit twice, but their normal attack is not particularly impressive. It's their special attacks you need to look out for. Those 2 Freddy. Yeah, let's take out Lorelei and let Freddy go. And she missed. That's why I don't like those. They're too evasive. Yeah, and this is the sleep attack that most of the party is not protected against. However, there is an advantage to this, whereas most characters who have special kills that depend on having other characters in the party need that other character to not only be present, but also be able to accept commands, meaning not asleep, not confused, not paralyzed, not petrified, and of course not passed out. Belzebuth's special skill requires a party of 4 that includes Playa, but Playa cannot accept commands. When these conditions are met, and Belzebuth is a sufficiently high level, I think it was 45, this skill appears. Fallen Angel. This is 50 MP, which is a lot, if not as much as Playa's Excalibur. Awaken Hidden Dark Power. Magic damage, all enemies. Let's go. Playa's asleep. Lorelei swept down, doing some damage and waking her up. But once you have the command locked in, it doesn't matter that she's now okay. Yuka attacks. Belzebuth, awaken, Fallen Angel. 900 damage. 700 damage. 800, almost 900 damage. Beautiful. Very situational and more of a desperation attack than anything else, but you can't argue with that damage. Okay, yeah, wanted to go through this doorway to continue to the next room, take out the monsters along the way. Double discard of those, throw out a fallen or prison trick, just in case one of them dodges or survives. Yeah, that one didn't quite take enough damage to finish it off. But that should do it, especially since they're weak against magic, and that is magic. But yeah, I can recharge some MP. We're getting upwards of 40 sometimes now, which is quite nice. I think the base value is 1/5 of her max MP, plus minus random variance. So she should be averaging not quite 40 at this point. Okay, 2 of those, 4 Freddys. Let's just show off Yuka's group attack. Oh, you got some bad rolls there. Anyway, that was Yuka's group attack. It only hit 1 because the other one dodged, but it's still pretty nice. Okay, let's recharge a bit of MP. The others should be able to finish these off. And there we go. Oh, that wasn't even the actual encounter in the corner. Let's have Korona use her attack. Her group attacking special. Yeah, Korona's skills are actually a good demonstration of the way trade-offs and skill abilities tend to work in this game. Alright, let's just finish this off before continuing. Yeah, the only thing Freddy does that's actually dangerous are this mass sleep and the single target instant death. And I have everyone protected against instant death. Plus I have Belzebuth with a thing that gives her sleep immunity. Anyway, Korona's main skills really are Desperado, good single target damage, Gun Blazing, which is a group damage, fire instead of physical, Legend, which hits all enemies for physical damage, and True Korona Desperado, which is an enemy group, again physical. And basically what you've got is Korona Desperado is basically your mainstay attack. It's good damage, it's fairly efficient. Single target though. If you use Korona Legend, that costs more, but it hits everything, but it does less damage. So you've got a trade-off there between how much it costs, how many enemies it hits, and how effective it is. Korona Gun Blazing hits an enemy group. Damage tends to be pretty similar to Korona Legend, just because Korona Spirit is a bit on the low side, but it's still pretty good. And then you get True Korona Desperado. This actually does more damage than the regular Korona Desperado, and it hits group. But to compensate for being more powerful and hitting more things, it also costs a lot more. More than twice the MP, 2.5 times, for a little bit of extra damage and hitting multiple enemies. There goes Freddy. And the Grabwise really not a threat at this point. It's kind of annoying that Korona's asleep, but with the rest of the party just fine. And Korona woke up anyway. Not a big deal. Although I should probably heal. Got some people under 300 health. Other trade-offs over here, you've got Playa with Thunder Discharge, hits everything, but it's fairly expensive, but it's also fairly weak. Voltic Blade only hits one thing, but it's stronger. Double Desperado hits a group for the same damage as Voltic Blade, but because it hits a group, it costs more. And Babel, Thunder damage against a group, significantly stronger than Thunder Discharge. Also significantly more expensive, also it can't hit everything at once. Excalibur can hit everything at once, and it's kind of ridiculously strong, but it's also kind of ridiculously expensive, and you need Belzebuth in the party and able to act to use it. So there's some fairly strong limitations on that. I tried to petrify someone, but failed. Let's try that Voltic Blade again, the first one missed. And there we go. Yuka's gaining a level, 5 health, 4 mana, 1 attack, 3 defense, 2 spirit, and 1 luck. That's fairly typical for her. Lots of defense, not much attack, even less speed. But good spirit to fuel her spells, healing magic. And luck is just kind of an afterthought. Luck, incidentally, does not help you with hitting or dodging. Those are purely based on the enemy stats. And Korona just missed most of that group, which is kind of horrible. Luck gives you some resistance to some status effects. It gives you a better chance of dodging traps, and a better chance of running away when you try to. Overall, it's probably the least useful stat. Although you do want Nyal to have good luck, because Nyal disarms traps, and that's also based on luck. Anyway, do that discharge, or yeah, True Korona Desperado, Double Desperado on the Lorelei. Let's throw out a Prison Trick in case any Grapplite survive. One Lorelei dodged, second one dodged. Yeah, that's what I mean about it being annoying when you just don't get things. Because Playa's good skills can take them out with almost perfect efficiency now. But sometimes they just dodge and you do no damage, and there's really nothing you can do about it. It's just you're at the mercy of RNGesus. Yeah, and the problem with problem with using Belzebuth is her stats are in the gutter. She has some good skills, she boosts all Playa's stats, she enables Playa's Excalibur, but she herself is a weak point. Anyway, we're getting level here, 10 hit points, 8 NP, 3 attack, 1 defense, 1 speed, 1 spirit, 1 luck. That was Korona, I think? I'll check everyone's experience levels. Yeah, that was Korona. She now needs almost 500,000 for her next level. Yuka needs about 400,000. Playa somewhere in the vicinity of 300,000. And Belzebuth is about 130,000. So she might actually get another level before we go on to fight Noel. Anyway, here's Freddy again. As long as this doesn't miss, that's pretty easy. In this corner, we have one Basilisk. Let's just hit it with both good single target attacks. And one missed. That's okay. Playa can recharge an MP. Yeah, let's stick with Double Desperado for now. Two out of 3 isn't bad. Alright, do a Thunder Discharge to soften them up. It's decent damage, but it's not great, and that's with them being weak against Thunder. There's another catsuit. So yeah, that exclamation point there is Noel. So for now, turn back, heal up and save, and then go give this a try. Nice peaceful little jingle. Okay, so let's head straight there, no distractions. There will be a few fights on the way, that's unavoidable. And hitting Yuka twice is not a good idea. So as I've mentioned, Yuka's defense is kind of through the roof. Plus, she reflects a portion of the physical damage she takes back at whatever hits her, but considering how low that damage was, it doesn't even matter. Let's have Belzebuth defend. Alright, we missed a Freddy. So we got Lorelei and another Freddy left. Let's recover some MP. Alright. And there's that battle. One Freddy, 3 Lorelei. Double Desperado. And those are dealt with. And Freddy is basically harmless by himself. With everyone having instant death immunity, really all you can do is maybe put some of them to sleep. And that's annoying, but not really threatening. Gonna get that level? Probably. She's about 50,000. She's about 100,000 out. 4 basilisks, so we'll use both the group attacks on these. Still can't one-shot them, except with the overpowered attacks. Play us back to max MP. It tried to petrify someone, but did not work. There's another 15,000. There'll be another battle here because there always is one in the middle of the hallway. Yeah, Double Desperado and True Korona Desperado at this point are doing very similar damage. So Puya has a total of 245 attack. Korona has a total of 258. I'm pretty sure Double Desperado actually has a better multiplier. But Puya is expected to have a lower attack power than Korona. Let's just get another random encounter, enough to get Belzebuth up that one extra level. Run around the edge of the room until that happens. It was, I think, a 1 in 100 chance per step, which is enough that you do see random encounters, but not enough that they feel too obtrusive. Five steps on each side of the room. I feel like I should have run into something by now. But that's the thing with random numbers. They're random. And 1 in 100 does not mean every 100 times you take a step you're guaranteed to get a battle. It just means every time you take a step, there's a 1 in 100 chance that you get in a battle. Ah, here's one. Just as I decide to leave the room. And they all dodge that. This is what I mean about dodging being annoying. Alright, we'll deploy the other one in Prison Trick. Here, that hit. We're down to 1. That way I can get some MP back, and the others will finish it off. We're at gain 10 MP from that hit. That's nice. Still need another battle for Belzebuth to get that level. Yeah, let's go back to the save point. Play another level 2, probably. Also check my supplies. 42 potion tea, 70 soul drink, that should be plenty. Potion G is basically a full cure. I think it was 100 hit points. So she's 60k out. She's less than 10k. And we're typically getting around 10k a battle, so... For Freddy, this should be easy. 1, 2, 1 dodge. But that was 3 down with 1 attack. Yep, there's 11k. Belzebuth is gaining that. Oh, well, 9 health, that's good. 4 MP. 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 speed. I think that's as good as it gets for her. 2 spirit and 2 luck. So that was pretty darn good. You know, as Belzebuth levels both anyway. Objectively, it's not great, but for Belzebuth, it's good. And there goes a miss. I mentioned I don't like those. another one. Try that again. Third time's the charm. Or so they say. 2 Freddy Wayne Graboids. Drop the hammer on Freddy. And just finish these off the regular way. Four Freddy and one more. Alright, double Desperado it is. That's just a really good skill all around if you have a good weapon. Play is fast enough that she probably goes first, and with a good weapon, it hits hard enough it probably takes out the whole stack. Like that. It tried to use its Swallow You instant death attack, but everyone's immune to that, so... harmless. Okay, she's about 15,000 out. Let's do something a little different, just for variety. Person Chick is pretty good damage against all of them, except for the one that dodged. Korona Legend, the same one dodged, but the others are all going down. And everyone attacking and hitting will take one of those out. One Lorelei, one Freddy. Bolted blade and hope it hits. There you go. Alright, Blade's gaining overall 9 health, that's good. To attack and actual defense. The Spirit's nice too, since I'm probably going to be scamming Excalibur. Speaking of which, let's just do that now. So, against an enemy that's not weak against it, that's still over 1,000 damage. It costs 80 MP, so you can't just do that constantly. But the damage is undeniably impressive. 34 extend, I shouldn't need to revive 34 times. Let's hope. Noel is stronger than that last boss we fought, but she's not God. Normally I would prioritize the Lorelei, but there's only one of them, so it makes more sense to take 4 down at once than just one. And there we go. And one of them dodged. And now Korona's asleep. I was half hoping Quaya would fall asleep so Bella can use her nuke. Getting a lot of misses. Might as well top off by his MP. There's some more sushi. 3 of these. Let's do this today. This time. Leia does her powerful multi-target thing. Yuka does her moderately powerful one. It worked. Except for the one that dodged one of the attacks. And a little cleanup later. Okay, before going into battle, I want everyone at full health. And I want everyone at full MP. I also want to change equipment because I know Noel does not use any status or instant death attacks. So I want to maximize, well, definitely Belzebuth's defense. So a buckler for her. Is there anything going to improve on this? It's like, no. Sunglasses would do 1 defense, 2 spirit. Yeah, let's give her the ribbon. That's a little bit of defense, but also 4 spirit. And if I'm going to be using Excalibur, I want every bit of spirit I can have her with. Although not at the expense of that much defense. Part of the problem with Leia is you can't take off her headband, which means you can't give her a real helmet. Anyway. There we go. Here's Noel looking childish, but also demonish. With her imposing outfit, the big blood-red manteau, the black suit, the demon tail with a little pointy tip. Also, she's holding a giant ball of energy. Well, not giant, but a raging ball of energy in one hand. Tanoshi na yahari yugi wa kode nakereba naran. She's laughing to herself and saying how fun this is, and yes, this is how demons have fun. Dewa honjutsu no main event to ikou ka. Let's get started with today's main event. Now, as I mentioned, Noel does not have status attacks. She does have a dispel, though. I don't know if it works on Korona Survivor, but I'll try using that anyway. I will also buff Belzebuth's defense anyway, because she won't be using that constantly, and I do want Belzebuth not dying. Anyway, Excalibur. That's a good 1200 damage. I believe Noel has 12,000 health here. So that's a good 10th of it. She hit Yuka for double-digit damage. That's impressive. Yuka reflects some of it. I think that's a quarter, so Noel takes 16 damage. Noel hit Belzebuth for 109. And that's with Belzebuth defending. Alright. Korona Desperado for efficiency. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, let's give Leia a soul drink so she can keep spamming Excalibur. And I want Belzebuth to defend so that she can survive and keep boosting Leia's stats. Okay, that's 20% down. There's Tempest. Tempest hurts. The animation isn't particularly impressive though. Here's a good 300 from Korona. Multi-target heal. Throw in another Excalibur, and Belzebuth can keep defending. Alright, we're got 3/10 through the battle, but now play is out of MP. Give her a soul drink, also have her charge, and Belzebuth can keep defending. 37. Tempest hurts, but it's not excessive. Have enough for another Excalibur. And she dodged. Yuka only takes 200 from Tempest. That's still a lot, especially considering it's Yuka. But it's manageable. Noel is burning everything to ash with the Hellfire of Belzebuth. Ground zero. That was a pretty impressive effect anyway. The damage, kind of middling, considering it's Noel. But that's enough that if you're not already at good health, you could be in trouble. Alright, there's our 4th Excalibur that hit. Alright, let's keep feeding Playa. You can give yourself a soul drink so that I don't have to worry about running out. Yeah, and that damage Belzebuth took was defending with the defense boost. And yes, Noel can decide to hit you 3 times in one attack. That was the 5th one. Here's Sin of Gluttony. This is the Dispel. Korona survives. Yeah, and all magic effects are wiped away. I think that probably includes Korona Survivor, but I'm not sure. It definitely includes buffs and debuffs, though. So we'll rebuff Belzebuth. Other Excalibur. Belzebuth will keep defending, especially now. 250, 150, 218, 111. Alright, so Soul Drink, have her heal. I will have Playa use a Potion C on herself, because I know she's fast enough to get her to get her action off before Noel can. Yeah, 1000 health, so that's effectively a full heal. Yep, there goes Korona. Okay, it does not dispel Korona Survivor. That's good to know. But Yuka's down. And that's bad. Alright, extend Yuka. Belzebuth will drink a potion if she survives long enough. And she did not. Extend. Group heal. Alright, and Excalibur isn't an option because Belzebuth is down. She should feed Ryuko Potion. Sin of Gluttony. Yeah, I should re-up Korona Survivor. Excalibur. 1600. Korona can play a Soul Drink. Yuka can heal. Playa can charge. Belzebuth can defend and probably not help her, but... Okay, so she single-targeted Playa. Playa survived. Playa probably would not have survived that if Belzebuth were not in the group, because at level... Well, Belzebuth's a bit over level 50, but at level 50 she's giving Playa a 60% bonus to her base stats. And that's kind of a lot. Yeah, we'll just keep using Excalibur for DPS. And Noel is beaten. Monster is defeated. 66666 experience. 10,000 coins. And an Angomoa special. It's a kind of specialty crepe the crepe guy makes that is mentioned, I think, once in... I forget whether it's this game or the preceding one, but anyway. Here's the credits. We have graphics, insider, script, LDM, BGM, Furuyama, now known as Yufuka, and other stuff I didn't read before it faded out. That's sound effects, special attack effects. Resources came from those. Created Thunderbolt 2006 at the end. ... Question mark? It's over. But it's not really over. Okay, first of all, let's give Playa some MP back so that if I run into something on the way back to the save point. Anyway, if I go to monsters now... Well, first of all, 9F is now showing. The game is no longer trying to hide that there is more to the game. Yes, if we look at Noel, level 50, 12,000 hit points, 300 attack power, 142 defense, 105 spirit, 105 agility, 136 spirit, 129 luck, which really doesn't matter. No weak points, no resistance, experience coins, there's her item drop. Belzebuth, Lord of the Flies, a young demon lord. I think that's roughly inexhaustible power, is top level demon realm. Violent, brutal. It's like egotistic, basically. Doshio Monai. It's like you can't do anything about it. Yeah, we have all our regular type items. We have most of our food type items. There are some that are still not available. Yeah, Angoma Special just says it's a specialty grape. And I think that is the only one in the game. But yeah, we have more special items here. Or usable items that we don't have yet. We have some more food type items. We have the map of 4-9. We're still missing 2 one-handed weapons. We're still missing 3 two-handed weapons. We're still missing 2 shields. We're still missing 4 helmets. We're still missing 3 body armor. We have all the footwear. And we're missing a few accessories. Including one that drops from one of the mid-bosses on this floor that we just didn't get. Yeah, let's head back to the save point and bring Noel into the group long enough to try her out anyway. Also, there's a thing here now. Ne nibiera tobira o akeyo. Open a door that you can see. Sono saki ni yami no iriguchi ga aru daro. The way into darkness will be beyond it. Yeah, we're not done. There is a 4-9. But the question is, how do you get there? That was a clue. Anyway, I will change up the party, but first... Actually, it feels appropriate to have both Demon Lords in the party, so let's remove Playa and Bel's equipment. And switch to Mevia and Noel. If I go to Party Setup, Noel is unsurprisingly level 50. It makes sense because she was level 50 when we fought her. We will give Levia her personal spear. Noel, interestingly, does not start with any weapon. She can use several of the stronger ones. The 8-ounce gloves were pretty good. Flamberge I think she can use. There's 100 attack power right there. She could also use the Nikita Sod's knife and a shield, but that feels more appropriate. She has a ribbon on her head, which again is appropriate considering what you could actually see in the graphic. Let's give her an iron helm. Iron mail. There is an armor that's specially for her, but I think it's on level 9. The chariot boots. You cannot change or remove this. That gives her immunity to petrify and instant death. And let's give her a cat tail just to be silly. Now she has 2 tails. She can have the maid headdress. She can also use iron mail. Footwear, she cannot use the chariot boots. But high heels are good for her because of the spirit. And let's give her the accessories that boost spirit also. Noel, I think, already has horror abilities, except there's one that's activated by equipment that we don't have yet. We have a poison tail, that's a single target martial arts damage plus poisoning. We have barrier force, that negates all status effects on self. So that gives her... You have to actually use it in combat for it to do anything, but that gives her immunity to every status effect. You have Mercury Drive. This is... right, this is basically an escape talisman. It warps you back to the stairs up. We have Demons 72. That's a reference to the Grimoire of Solomon, I think. Supposedly has a 72 demons he summoned. Anyway, summons lesser demons. Magic enemy group. Sin of Gluttony. And this says it dispels up and down effects, which is buffs and debuffs, but I don't think it actually does that except when you're fighting against her. But it is magic damage on all enemies. There's Tempest, which is a lot of magic damage on a group of enemies, and of course there is Ground Zero, which is fire damage on all enemies. Yeah, let's just try her out a little. Go into this corner here, there will be a fight. 4 basilisks. This feels like a good plane to fight Tempest, so let's do that. I'll unleash Tempest on them. Kind of a laser beam effect. That is some very solid damage. Okay, let's try out the Poison Tail. I'll stab the Poison Tail. That's also a lot of damage. And it can cause poison on top of that. Yeah, and I don't think I mentioned it, but Noel's stats are just good all around. If you compare her to, like, Korona, level 56, she has 2 stats in the hundreds. Yuko, level 55, has 2 stats in the hundreds. Noel at level 50, every stat is in the hundreds. Some of them well into it. But she does have a downside. Everyone has a unique ability, passive, unique to them. Like Korona recharges MP when she hits things, Yuka has a reflect effect, Belzebuth boosts player stats, player can recover from fatal damage once per battle. Noel has Gluttony. All healing points are halved. That means anytime you use a healing skill, a healing item, whatever, it's half as effective. So having her in your party makes it harder to heal. But she's just powerful. Let's try out Ground Zero. Massive fiery effects. Massive fire damage. She just took out a whole group, whole battle, yeah. Whole group of enemies, and by group I mean a full battle worth of enemies, by herself. It's Sin of Gluttony, sure. Sin of Gluttony. use Cinnabuddy to devour their magic. They are weak against magic damage, so that's doing double, but still. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I think we had 2 more skills to try out. So, yeah, Demon 72, magic on an enemy group, so that's only going to hit 1 group, so we'll have Leviathan use Acutus on the other one. Had kind of a, like, grasping and pawing effect there. Again, good damage. Now we need to wait, because Levy is relatively slow. And they are moderate damage and they're paralyzed. Try out Barrier Force just to see what it looks like. Nothing. But Noel gained immunity to everything. Status effects anyway. Obviously it doesn't protect her against damage. But with her stats as high as they are, she doesn't take that much damage to begin with. Let's compare her to Yuka. So Yuka's 175 plus 45 defense. Noel 126 plus 49, so she's not at Yuka levels, but still very high. And I do Mercury Drive. Suddenly we are at the stairs. Yeah, that's a quick overview of what Noel can do for you. But I'm going to stop for now and pick this up another time. For now, this has been Arafel playing Magical Bringer Korona 2 bonus game, the DanDan Dungeon Daibouken. We've beaten the main game, but there is a post-game. There's also something else on floor 8 now that I think for it to open up, you have to go all the way back to the top of the dungeon and then come all the way back down, but that's a good time to build up, or try out Noel, build up some more holes, whatever. Anyway, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I will be away at PAX Unplugged next week. I hope to have some fun there. Anyone else who's going, enjoy it. Anyone else who's not going, enjoy whatever it is you are doing. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I might see if I can put together something to have scheduled to come up while I'm out, but we'll see. I don't have anything in mind. And then for the rest of December, I'm thinking Touhou's. And then probably do a bit of Atari, because I haven't done that in a while, and then come back to this and see what happens on floor 9.